My name is Peter Bradford and I'm Managing Director and CEO for Independence Group, or IGO as we call ourselves. And we're a diversified mining company. We have interests in 4 operating mines in Western Australia, and we have commodities across the gold and base metal space, and a very active regional exploration program looking for the next generation of discoveries. Yes, the Nova nickel copper cobalt mine is currently ramping up to full production, and the 2018 year will be its first full year of production. Nova promises to be at the bottom end of the global cost curve and a low-cost mine. Both Nova and our Tropicana mine are both long-life assets, and long-life assets are what make great mining companies. In our production up to June 2017, we have observed a positive reconciliation versus our updated resource model, and that has a positive reconciliation of 2% more tonnes and 6% and 11% respectively more nickel and copper grade. It's too early to tell yet whether that's a trend, but if the trend does continue going forward, then that creates the potential to add a positive mine call factor to our reserves. Over the last 12 months, Independence has consolidated some 12,000 square kilometres of tenement holdings on the Fraser Range, and this is an underexplored part of Western Australia where, until a very short number of years ago, people just weren't looking for these sorts of deposits. In July 2012, the Nova nickel copper cobalt mine was discovered, and that created a bit of a land rush to the Fraser Range. Since then, the junior companies that have held the land holdings, they haven't had the access to capital that they needed to be able to do justice to those land positions. Under IGO's stewardship going forward, we will do the geochemical and geophysical testing to understand anomalism on the belt, and then we'll do the bedrock testing of targets. The Jaguar zinc copper mine is located some 60 kilometres north of Leonora in Western Australia, and this is a project that we acquired back in 2011. The motivation for acquiring Jaguar was that this is a belt that's proven to host a camp of VMS deposits, both high-grade zinc and copper. And since owning the mine, we've pursued a number of opportunities to optimise and maximise the business. Through the discovery process, we have discovered the new Triumph deposit and recently taken that through feasibility studies, and in parallel have completed feasibility studies to demonstrate process improvements that allow us to maximise revenue. The grade profile at Triumph to date is not of the same tenor as what we have seen historically at Bentley, but importantly, the mine life extensions delivered by Triumph give us the optionality to continue exploring on the Jaguar concession to be able to make those next discoveries. Going forward, we'll continue to do the exploration on the belt to identify the 5th and possibly 6th deposits in this demonstrated camp. The Tropicana gold mine commenced operations in 2013, and this is a joint venture between ourselves and AngloGold Ashanti. AngloGold Ashanti have a 70% interest in the project, and they are the managers. In the first 2 to 3 years of the project, we employed a strategy known as grade streaming, which was intended to maximise production and minimise cash costs in the early years of the project. This delivered higher free cash flow and allowed earlier repayment of capital. Over the course of the last 12 months, we've been accelerating mining at Tropicana with the intention of unlocking the ore at the bottom of the Tropicana and Havana pits This allows us to enter into a second phase of grade streaming for 2018-2019. For the 2018 financial year, grade streaming will deliver 8% more production and 4% lower cash costs year on year, thereby delivering higher free cash flow. For any mining company, cash flow is king. On top of this, the accelerated mining in 2017-2018 helps to de-risk anticipated mining volumes contemplated in the current Long Island study to maximise mine life at Tropicana. The three catalysts for value for IGO over the course of the next 12 months are firstly delivery at Nova of nameplate capacity during the September quarter and through that first full year of production. The second key driver will be discovery success on the Nova mining lease, or more broadly on the Fraser Range. This alone, the discovery of the next Nova Bollinger, could deliver $1 to $2 billion of value to IGO. And then the third catalyst for business through the company in 2018 financial year will be the grade streaming at Tropicana to deliver higher free cash flow, combined with the completion of the Long Island studies to demonstrate longer mine life.